Right from Dictation, list of sentences. Created by Mr. Thomas. Distance learning allows you to develop a career around your commitments. It is necessary to dress formally for the graduation ceremony. Key business partners are often intertwined in expense accounts. New developments in manufacturing are constantly changing the way we live. New materials and techniques are changing the style of architecture. A regional assembly was moved to the devolution of power. The digital camera has some advantages over traditional film. You must hand in your essays by midday on Friday. Assignments should be submitted to the department office before the deadline. I thought it was thrown in a small meeting room. If finance is a cause of concern, scholarships may be available. It is absolutely vital that you acknowledge all your sources. Babies can distinguish between what is language and what is not. Mutually exclusive events can be described as either complementary or opposite. The library holds a substantial collection of materials on economic history. The massive accumulation of data was converted into a communicable argument. The new paper challenged the previously accepted theories. The railway makes long-distance travel possible for everyone. The rising temperature is changing the wildlife population. The extent of advertising for children is open to much debate. The island is located at the south end of the bay. We are phasing out the disposable cups on campus. The world is now getting warmer at a fast rate. New media has an impact on human communications. All new medical school students must attend the talk about optional courses. Philosophy uses logic and reasons to analyze human experience. All of your assignments should be submitted by next Tuesday. Information technology has changed the way people study today. Relying on natural ability will not get you far on science. Calculators may not be used in the examination. Safety glasses should be worn while doing experiments in the lab. New credit cards will soon use fingerprint technology. Archaeologists discovered tools and artifacts in ancient tombs. This course puts great emphasis on critical thinking skills. You need to hand in the essay next semester. As student union members, we can influence the change of the university. A good architectural structure should be usable, durable and beautiful. Practical experiments are an essential part of the chemistry course. The university theatre group will be performing in the concert hall. Our laboratory equipment is provided free of charge. Advanced technology will create growth in the economy. The site is designed to be highly interactive. Classical mechanics is considered as a branch of mathematical physics. Much of the research is carried out in the laboratory. Students must attend the safety course before entering the engineering workshop. There is no fixed career path for a qualified journalist. Measures must be taken to prevent unemployment rate from increasing. Statistically speaking, the likelihood of this result is extremely low. A world-renowned expert of financial management will give a guest lecture. A lack of sleep can increase the chance of some illnesses. Daily practice can build confidence and improve skills. This is a compulsory course, so make sure you attend. The North Campus car park could be closed on Sunday. The history of the university is a long and interesting one. It is doubtful whether projects can be finished this week. Novelists write things about things they know about. 2 drops of the solution were heated in a test tube. It is important to make clear notes while you are reading. Sports teams practice on weekdays and play games on weekends. Science is found everywhere in society today. The theme of the course is to encourage students to develop their creativity. The cafeteria features sandwiches, salads, soup, fish and chicken. The change of policy will have a great effect on society. Most university teaching takes place in lectures and seminars. Most scientists believe that climate change threatens lives on the Earth. Practical experience is a vital part of legal training. My loans have been received from the bank. If you want to receive the reimbursement, you must submit the original receipts. I'm glad you got here safely. If you need additional help, please visit the University Resources Center. Rising inflation means increasing goods prices and decreasing demand for products. The camera can identify eyes and focus on them. The Earth's atmosphere is primarily composed of oxygen and nitrogen gases. While studying, you need to take regular breaks. The seminar on writing skills has been cancelled. There is a pharmacy on campus near the bookstore. Students will focus on reporting news on the changing media world. Statistical results should be expressed in different ways depending on the circumstances. In this language course, we focus on fluency and accuracy. You should submit your term papers to the general office. Industries now bring more job opportunities than agriculture and fishing combined. This class will look at the structure of the essay. You must submit your assignments by next Friday at the latest. Banks charged interest from whom they lent money to. Leaving valuable possessions unattended in public places is risky. The visiting speaker used to be a lecturer in this department. The elective course introduces engineering students to construct practices and concepts. This course provides the opportunity to get valuable industry experience. There is clearly a need for further research in this field. There is a clear need for further research in this field. The key difference between courses is the kind of assessment. The faculty staff are very approachable, helpful and extremely friendly. Students are encouraged to think carefully about their accommodation needs. She has made a significant contribution to the field of chemistry. One of the election promises is to decrease the income tax. Education and training provide important skills for the labor force. All students are expected to attend 10 lab sessions per semester. Accountancy students probably have a good understanding of economics, statistics and psychology. Speak to your tutor if you need further assistance. The lecture will cover the reason of climate change. The employment demand in engineering is increasing rapidly. Theatre study courses encourage students to exercise creativity. The author's early works are less philosophical and more experimental. Convincing evidence to support this theory is hard to obtain. Some people regarded it as care, while others regarded it as recklessness. Collaboration between departments is a feature of successful companies. The designers will complete the plan later today. There is a welcome party for all new students each term. Art is an expression of creative skills and imagination. Some departments have their own special book collections. The director of the gallery was grateful for the anonymous donation. The field of journalism has been seeing job decline for decades. In his lifetime, he composed most of the works. We can work together to achieve the higher educational standards. University fees are expected to increase next year. The article considered the leisure habits of teenagers in rural areas or places. Some students find true or false questions harder than short answer questions. Building trust is not something that can be achieved overnight. An architect is required of problem-solving skills and an eye of design. Interim grades will be posted on the board outside the student lounge. A wide range of aspects are covered in this subject. The dance department stages elaborated performances each semester. The ability to work with fellow students cannot be stressed enough. Scientific beneficiary to space exploration is frequently questioned. Read the first section before the next meeting. A very basic feature of computing is counting and calculating. Doctoral writings have the structure in place as well as scientific papers. Find out how to get your resources before your research. Recession triggers creativity and high rates of entrepreneurship due to past experience. Students should have awareness of how the business develops globally. Studies show there is a positive correlation between two variables. The Earth's atmosphere is mostly composed of nitrogen and oxygen. Scientists were unsure when the early man left Africa. Advanced technology will grow the economy. The typical part of this course involves the study of society. Scientists have found all parts of science. The subject is complex and difficult to explain. All the educational reforms have been inadequately implemented. This book can be borrowed for a maximum of 1 week. Scientists learned through the observations and the analysis of the human behavior. You can borrow 8 books from the library at a time. He was constantly looking for ways to bring industry and agriculture closer together. Scientists were unsure when the early man first left Africa. There are more opportunities to receive the grants in most artistic fields. You should submit your team papers to the general office. We have sophisticated ways to study in brain action. Those seeking for formal extension should contact their faculty for information. The development in the information technology has greatly changed the way people work. Student representatives will be visiting classes with voting forms. The results of the study underscore the discoveries from early detection. A person's educational level is closely related to his economic background. We are researching on the most significant challenges we are facing in our society today. Banks charge interest for money they loan to their customers. Review all resources before drawing your conclusions. Remember to bring calculators to class next week. The instant availability of information has radically changed people's lives. The Student Service Center is located on the main campus behind the library. Many vocational courses in the institution are funded by private enterprises. Several candidates will be qualified as the greatest scientists of all time. Please check the information on the website for the opening time. Certain scientific principles must be learned verbally or by logical deduction. University departments carefully monitor articles and other publications by faculty. Global connections increased in academic communities, thanks to social media. Students requiring an extension should apply sooner rather than later. All of the assignments must be submitted in person to the faculty office. Students must clean their hands before attending the engineering workshop. She is an expert in the 18th century French literature. The sports team members often practice on weekdays and play games on weekends. All students and staff have the access to printers and scanners. If you need any assistance, please get help from the general office. Professor Tim Lee invented a World Wide Web. Students were instructed to submit their assignments by Friday. Many students find true-false questions harder than short-answer questions. Students must pass all the qualifying examinations. All dissertations must be accompanied with a submission form. Please confirm that you have received the textbook. The artists and conservative politicians earn their rules of politics. You need student identification to borrow books from the library. Student identification cards will be issued by today or tomorrow. Each department has their own style of guidelines for assignments. The field of journalism has been seen in decline in the decades. Parents talk to children tends to be simplified. His analysis appeared to be based on the fourth premise. You will acquire many skills during the academic studies. The temporary library will be closed in the winter break. The introduction of railway greatly contributed to the revolution of train industry. One student representative will be selected from each class. Researchers found that trees can relieve stress and anxiety. Each organ of your body is a complex living system. Learning a foreign language takes a lot of effort. Please note that the seminar has been cancelled now. The company has not achieved success despite good reputation. The geography examination will take place in the sports hall. The students should visit the lecture hall behind the building. The university will seek a colossal renovation to the plain empty theater. Global connections thrive in academic communities, thanks to social media. Plants are the living things that can grow in land or in water. When parents talk to children, the tense is simplified. Writing an essay is easy once the research is finished. We have not yet achieved equality in our society. There are some doubts about whether these events actually occurred. The summer course was cancelled due to insufficient re-enrollments. The lecture tomorrow will discuss the educational policy in the United States. The exam system has been upgraded due to professional exams. The aim is to reduce the risk that people take. Students are advised to use multiple methods for this project. Some economists argue that the entire financial system is fatally flawed. Public perception about biotechnology is crucial for developing scientific consensus. Please note, submission deadlines are only negotiable in exceptional circumstances. Peer group pressure has a great effect on young people. Many birds migrate to warmer areas for the winter. It is really a comprehensive program comprising both theory and practice. In addition to the requirements, students must pass the qualifying examinations. Efforts are being made to reduce harmful emissions. Economic streams of early Roman Republic will be examined. Consumer confidence has a direct influence on sales. The library is open only on Mondays and Fridays. Be careful when you use English translators. Many governments found that it was difficult to reduce poverty in our society. The new lecture theatre accommodates a large number of students. The election of president is held once every 4 years. A good academic essay should have a clear argument. Before writing down your notes, check the accuracy of your data. Certain films are hard to be classified into one single genre. Marketing is a very important activity for many new businesses. All of your arguments must be supported by evidence and relevant theories. A treaty deal built between two countries was just announced. Political assumptions are based on voting behaviors. I can't hand out my dissertation this week. All students have their own styles of learning. The bus to London will leave 10 minutes later than expected. We were able to contact a number of research subjects. The university library has most of the necessary books. The most popular courses still have a few places left. Please make sure you correctly cited all the necessary materials. Important details from the argument are missing in the summary. And in that regard, as well as in other regards, it stands as an important contribution. Social media has a significant impact on journalism. You may be charged for additional art supplies. They are most likely to achieve more of these objectives. It is necessary to attend the laboratory introduction. The full list of undergraduate programs can be found on the website. Students of the first year usually live on campus. The integration of archaeologists' studies with community projects is widely encouraged. Accountancy students need to submit their dissertations this week. In the new project, you have to present the different items. The university offers a wide range of courses according to your commitments. It is essential for companies to reduce the amount of harmful gases released into the atmosphere. The excursion will go ahead on Thursday as planned. You must wear closed shoes when working in the lab. We are committed to recruit candidates with consideration of their backgrounds and identities. All the equipment must be returned to the laboratory by Wednesday. This camera can identify eyes and focus on them. Listening is the key to succeeding in this course. While some people regard it as care, others regard it as reckless. Average earnings have risen slightly over the decades. You will acquire new skills during your academic studies. The key to clear writing is clarity of thought. Please make an appointment with your tutor about work. The department has been reimbursed for equipment. Any gains from the property must be promptly allocated. You will be tested online. Students would develop confidence in their ability to think critically. The Commissioner will apportion the funds among all the sovereignties. Dipping into this as a hobby is an enormously rewarding experience. The properties should be appropriately distributed. Classical mechanics is sometimes considered as a branch of mathematics. We are delighted to have Professor Robert to join our faculty. It is compulsory to attend the laboratory instruction. The paper must be reviewed thoroughly and appropriately. All students can learn, even though they have different speeds. Peer review is an essential part of the scientific method. The introduction is an important component of a good presentation. Students are required to complete the research paper by Monday. Packaging is very important to attract the attention of a buyer. Organizational failure is considered from various perspectives in academic literature. There is no ideal debate on this topic. Any game must be properly elaborated. The generous donation by alumni helps to fund the school. The first commercial airport was built on the island relatively recently. Undergraduate students can select what interests them most in the scientific program. Many experts think that the world climate is changing. Physics is a key subject to understanding the world and the universe. The new media has transcended the traditional national boundaries. Those who are considering a career in marketing should attend the talk. Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood. The theme of the instrumental work exhibits more of a demure, compositional style. The results of this research presented a value of the balance of the ecosystem. Marketing involves many activities including doing researches, developing products and promoting them. This guide is qualified to lead the groups into the mountains. Research shows that knowledge and experience are essential to creativity. An essay should use evidence from both primary and secondary sources. Students find true or false questions harder than short answers. You are required to complete the assignment by Monday. Rising sales figures mean a rise in demand. Practicing time-restricted eating a few times a week can be both feasible and healthy. Good research delivers practical benefit to real people. An ancient text may hold secrets which were lost centuries ago. Books for children often contain many beautiful illustrations. Write from dictation, list of sentences,